headlines, and we're going to share 7 headlines that you want to be using if you want more people to watch your videos. If you want more views on your videos, it really all starts with the headline. This is the most important thing to hook somebody into watching your video. So we're going to talk about it today. And if you are hopping on, say hello. Let me know you are out there. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Sharon. Good to see you. Hello, hello, ladies. Tash will be here in just a minute. Let me see if she's here. I don't see her yet. So she'll be here soon. Hello, Kim. Good to see you. So ladies, how many of you are doing live videos? Let us know if you are doing live videos. Because really, like I said, the headline is everything to get people to watch your videos. So we're going to talk about these 7 headlines you want to be using for your videos. Because believe it or not, there really is a lot of psychology around headlines. So it's so important to understand what makes people click that video. Would you like to know that? And I think I see Tash. I saw her. There she is. We're going to add her. Woohoo! We'll get this party started on a Tuesday. Hello, hello. Oh, we got the same earrings. We didn't even plan it.
That's too funny.
Does anybody else have white tassel earrings on today?
That's too funny.
Ginger, yay, Ginger's here.
Hi, hello, ladies. Hello, hello. So yeah, the headlines are so very important when it comes to your and to any of the content that you share on social media. You know, headlines, and you could also call it your caption, whatever, you know, whatever captures those people's attention depending on where you're at. So it's so very important. So let's dive in.
We are going to dive in because, ladies, you're going to want to tune in. You're going to want to pass this video along because I'm sure you have some lady friends doing videos that need help with their headlines because, man, I tell you, those headlines like come chat with me or no headline. Hopefully y'all aren't doing that. Come see what I'm up to, you know, coffee and chat with me, the real vague things. Those don't work in strategic and put a, oh, we lost Tash, and put thought into your, bye Tash, put thought into your headline because how the heck does anybody know what you're talking about? Like, why is this video worth my time? There's bazillions of videos all over Facebook, right? You know, once upon a time, you could go live without a headline. You could say, come chat with me, and people were super curious when live video was new. But now people are busy, and Tash, I can't add you, so I'm not sure what's going on. She disappeared, and now I can't add her. So you might have to hop off and hop back on. But we really have to think about what is going to make someone stop their scroll. How many of you just scroll and scroll and scroll? That's what most people do on Facebook until something pops out and grabs attention, right? Until something is like, ooh, I need to know what that is about, right? And that's where your headline comes in, is you need that attention grabbing headline. It's what's really going to bring people to your videos. It's what's going to get people watching your videos. And this is what's going to help you get more views. There she is. I'm going to add her back. Welcome back, Tash. You just never know what you're going to get on a Facebook Live.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, ladies. So we're going to dive in here. So because this is important. So we're going to dive in and we're going to talk about a couple different types of topics because this is really important before we dive into the different types of headlines. And there are topics that are generally going to get you more views, more engagement. And these are topics that give people a solution. All right. Yeah. These are things that people can go, ooh, I can go apply that. These are tips and tricks and tutorials and things that show people how to do something, you know, that give people a result, all right, that, you know, they can apply it right away. These are what are going to get more people watching and paying attention, is when you can help them solve a problem, when you can show up and give them a solution. So this is so, so important. And then there's topics that generally get less engagement, especially if you're somebody with a less engaged audience. Uh-oh, there she goes again. Less influence, right? And these are topics like sharing your thoughts, just showing up and sharing your stories. And that's okay once in a while, but you just have to be really careful with these, inspiration and motivation. That is always great. But when you can weave those things into topics where you help somebody how to do something, boom, you got something powerful, right? So those are just some things to keep in mind when you are showing up with different topics, all right? So let's see if we can add her back. There she is again. Hello, is she there? So she's adding. All right. So who's ready for 7 headlines? Like, oh my God, let's get into the headlines. And by the way, if you would love a headline cheat sheet, pop a cheat sheet in the comments and we will get you the headline cheat sheet, all right? And Tash, it's adding you, but it's not adding you. So I'm not sure what's going on. So something is weird with Facebook today. It keeps booting you off. Let's try one more time. All right. So let's dive into these. Oh, there she is. Yay!
Oh my gosh, I was thinking, okay, it's just not meant to be today.
So again, ladies, if you want the headline cheat sheet, pop a cheat sheet in the comments. We'll get that to you afterwards, after the video. So let's dive into these headlines.
Let's get into the headlines. Yeah. So the first one is a surprise headline.
Surprise!
Like, surprise! There she is, and there she goes.
Surprise!
Oh, goodness graciousness. Yeah.
See, we were leading up to the surprise headline here.
Right? This was all planned. We planned this one. No, this is something that's unexpected from your usual topics or headlines, right? It's something that's just new and different, something that's out of the ordinary, something that will really just kind of like, what? Surprise the heck out of your audience, and make them hit play because our brains really love it when there's something new and something different that we get to, participate in. So surprises are super stimulating and that unknown, that curiosity.
It's like shocking, right? It's like, ooh, what is she talking about? That is so out of the normal for their topics. Like, I need to know why she's talking
curiosity.
about this.
But creating that curiosity really does help, and people want, people want to be entertained. So that surprise factor really does bring in that bit of entertainment. So here's some examples, like the real reason your makeup doesn't look like the beauty gurus. What are you saying? Why doesn't mine look like that? Or 3 reasons why you should get plastic surgery. Excuse me? It's like, what are you telling me? You got things that just kind of really just what?
That just pop and they're just like, whoa, like I need to know. So
I need to know what you're talking about.
You could surprise your audience, right? Something surprise. That would be like me and Tash with the headline. This is just totally like a random example, but it'd be like 3 reasons why you shouldn't use Facebook. You'd be like, what?
Right.
What?
Yes.
You'd be like, I need to know what she's talking about because they talk about Facebook all the time. Of course, we would never say that, but you get the idea. That would be like totally shocking. You would all want to watch that, wouldn't you? You'd be like, whoa, what?
Exactly. So surprise. Yeah. And another one is the question headline. So questions are always a really good one. Asking questions are super powerful and they inspire that curiosity. And that questions are super key to, relationship building. So a question headline really draws people in. And you don't want to just ask like the obvious yes, no questions, right? These are questions that make people think. That really get them, wondering what's this all about? You want to avoid giving your audience all the details in the title. So you want to create some curiosity with that. We want to get them to stop and ask the very question that you're asking. You want them to stop and ask that question, to themselves and start to think, well, I really think I need to watch this or I need to read this because this is actually a really curious question and I'd like to know the answer. I relate to this. This means something to me. I can feel something here I need to know more about. So give them just enough little tidbit information. So, without giving them the answer, because you really want to create that curiosity and get them engaging and participating in your content.
Yes, I've seen people blow this one where they give the answer away too. It's like they ask the question and then they kind of jump the gun and they give the answer. It's like, why would I watch that? You already basically
You,
told me the answer, so
yeah.
I'm not really interested anymore. Or like something really common sense, like questions that people know the answer to, like, is exercising good for your health? Tune in to find out. And you're like, we should all really know that by now. What am I tuning into? Like, you know, those
Yeah.
types of questions where we know the answer. So you
So
got to
come
give a little
on.
bit of thought here, right? Something kind of, ooh, like I want to know the answer to that. We want those kind of questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this one, can you really make your face look slimmer with your makeup? And you'd be like, I want to know the answer to that. I would like to take 10 or 5 pounds off my face just by learning how to apply my makeup differently. I need to know if I can do that, right? Like things like that, where it's like people want to know the answer. So you got to really think about these ones.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So kind of what goes along with this is you can never go wrong with curiosity, ladies, right? Always be thinking curiosity, because when you can leave a little bit of an information gap, right? You don't give away the ending to the whole story, right? People are like, we're curious people. Like human beings are very curious. Like, have you ever had that girlfriend that said, I got to tell you a secret. Oh, wait, but I can't tell you. And you're like, I need to know
Wait a
now.
minute.
Like seriously, my best
Yeah.
friend does that to me all the time. Susan, if you're watching, that's you. But it's like, no, you got to tell me now. Like, don't do that to me. So if you can give a little bit of curiosity in your headline, kind of like a trailer to a movie, you tease them with a little hint of something so that you hook them in and they're like, I have to know more. Like, really think about, like, when you go to make your headlines, like, ask yourself, would that get me excited? Like, we got to really think about it from the other end. Would I want to know that information, right? You got to get yourself on the other end of that, headline and go, would I click that, right?
I
So
love
it's
it,
so,
Rosanna. Rosanna's saying she's getting a whole bunch of ideas right now as
write
she's
them
write
down,
them
ladies, write them down.
down.
So really, you can never go wrong with curiosity. There is so much power in creating curiosity. It is really an art. It takes time to learn how to, give just enough and, create that information gap. So we encourage you to give it a try, see if you can create some curiosity in your headline and hook people in to click play, right? So here's an example. The one product you must have if you have oily skin. I would be curious. What is that? I have oily skin. I'm curious now. Like, what is this one thing? Do I have it or not? I'm curious. I want to know. Click and play.
Or that one product you must have if you want to hide those fine lines and wrinkles. Like, oh,
Ooh.
come on, I
What am
gotta
I
know what
missing out on, right?
that is. Yes, yes. All right, so another one, believe it or not, is going to be a negative headline. Yes. Now, is this different than what you're probably thinking? Because you're saying, well, why would we want to be negative? But it's not that. It's not we're saying, you're going to be negative. Yes, we want you to stay positive on social media. But this is different. We're using reverse psychology in this example. So in this type of a headline. And you're going to usually use words like greatest and best. Or usually we use words like greatest and best and awesome and fabulous to trigger that excitement. But negative words like stop, avoid, don't, worst, and unexpected are all powerful because they stimulate your audience's brain to think about what they're doing wrong or what they don't want to be doing wrong. Here's the thing that we have to understand about people, that we all, when we relate to people, we relate by experience. So something that we've experienced before, that we don't like, then we can really connect with that. So this really connects with people when they can connect some of that emotional memory. And so that's why these are really super powerful, because and this helps you to like become like an expert in their eyes right away, because when they press play or when they read your content, they're going to see what you're offering as a solution, and what mistakes they need to be avoiding, and they're going to want to hang out with you more often and get to hear your content more often. So it's really a good way to draw people in. Of course, you don't want to be negative. It's just using those negative words to draw them in so that they can have that connection.
Yes. And ladies, again, we have a cheat sheet with all these headlines to help you. So if you're frantically like writing this down, we got your back. We got a cheat sheet. Just pop a cheat sheet in the comments. We'll be sure to get that out to you. But let's move along here. How to. People love how to. This is such a powerful headline. You can never go
Sure
wrong
is.
with a good how to, ladies, because people love to learn new things, right? They love to learn new strategies and tips and tricks and secrets and systems, you know, things that have worked for somebody else, right? You can never go wrong with a how to. So give it a go. I love how to, you know, how to use social media to grow your business, you know, how to use Facebook, or how to boost your engagement with these 3 tips, you know, how to cover up your acne, how to make your pores disappear. You can never go wrong. So if you're not using the how-to headline, you need to get on it. It is a great one, right? Think about why people go to YouTube to learn something, how to do something, right? YouTube is really full of how-to stuff. So give it a go, the how-to headline.
Yes, very good, very good. Another one is the number headlines. Using numbers really work, really awesome. They actually work because they give people certainty and they set that expectation of what they're going to learn. So if you're saying, you know, saying something like how to make your eyes look bigger in 6 easy steps, they're going to be anticipating 6 easy steps for them to learn how to do that. So and it takes out that confusion of, you know, what they may be getting. You know, it gives them some clarity on what their expectation of what they're going to be getting.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know what I mean, so if your headline is making somebody feel kind of like unsure what this is about, what this content is about, that's when you get the scroll. That's when you get people just passing you by, right? But when you give them something that they can really expect to get an answer from, that really helps them to stop the scroll. So, and when they see numbers, they can actually, that helps them, that makes them feel a certain way. They can say to themselves, oh, wow, I need to know these 6 tips. I need to know what she's going to tell me. So using those numbers is a really great tool to use in your headlines.
We use numbers today. 7 headlines. You know 7 headlines are coming your way, right? And we told you why you want to know about these 7 headlines too. We didn't just say 7 headlines. It's like, no, 7 headlines to get more views on your live videos. Like there's a result with these tips, right? There's a result with what we're sharing here, because you can be super vague with this, you know, so you want to make sure you add just enough to pull people in. So that's really important. All right. Number 7, ladies, we did it. We're on the last one. And this is the reference headline. And this is using the word you, all right? You is super powerful because your audience feels like you are directly speaking to them. When you say you, it's like, hey, you, this is for you, right? So this is a great way to hook people in because they think you are talking to them, all right? So try using the word you and reference